We're back, sorry. Little tech difficulties. So here we are, we have the Easter eggs, and I love the little chocolate bunnies. I mean, who does not get a chocolate bunny in their Easter basket every year?
And it should be solid chocolate, that's all I'm saying.
Right?
I get mine.
None of those hollow Palmer
Yeah,
icky ones.
that crumble when you bite them.
Yeah, I mean, the best part of those ones were only the little sugar eyes.
Yeah.
Because the chocolate wasn't worth a darn.
Okay.
All right.
So some more spring fabric.
We do. You want to show the panel right off the bat first?
We've done all that. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have in a beautiful hummingbird line. So this is one of the panels, and there's a bunch of supporting fabrics that we'll show you afterwards, but this is the panel. There's 4 pieces. I mean, you can do a lot of different things. You can make a simple placemat out of this. You could make pillows. Of course, you could just border it on individuals and make some more, make a large quilt, or a table runner. This would be a really easy table runner, but I love the placemat idea. They're a little long. I think we measured it, 14 by 21 if you make them into a placemat. So they'll be a little long, but not crazy wide.
And the way I saw it explained on the placemat on this was it was a no pattern placemat. All they did was you want to show them the panel, and they just quilted a little squiggly line across it. And then once it was quilted, front to back, they just put on a binding. They put this binding on, actually, the one that they showed.
And the two,
They put this on as a binding. So if you've got a yard of that, so you get 4 of them, I would say, do you think, how much for a binding? Half yard, 2/3 of a yard, maybe?
You know what, I'm always go safe, and I always say like 3/4 of a yard gives me just that little
3/4 of a yard.
extra.
And what a simple, fun hummingbird table placemat.
So just I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me open it back up again. I don't know if it's getting all of it in the picture. They are mirror images of each other. So they're relatively the same. They're 2 and 2. It's just mirror images of each other.
Cute placemats.
So very cute.
Just quilt them and put a binding on.
Exactly. Quilt it and be done.
Nothing else.
Or
Nothing
if you are not a fan of binding, you can do the flip and turn method if you are not a binding fan.
Yes.
And that's okay. You can do that.
And
call it
just
good.
sewing the front right sides together, flip them around. Can top stitch around it if you
And we've
want.
got tools and batting and all that jazz to fill that in for you.
Yes.
All right.
And this is one of the main fabrics of the hummingbird. Cute, cute, cute. I think we're
Here,
gonna
I'll
have
be
to.
your holder.
I think we're gonna have to get more of this because this is like half.
It's already gone. I know. We didn't
I
even.
know.
It wasn't even sitting on the shelf. It was on the floor
Yes.
to be
And somebody saw it.
brought back here, and somebody saw it and snatched it.
And this would be a great backing to those placemats that you're gonna make. Or again, this is a nice spring floral.
It's beautiful.
And
I hope
it's
it shows good.
tossed, so you don't need to worry about directional on
Did
that.
you show? Oh no, that was out. So that's that little collection of the hummingbirds. It's really cute. Here, I'm gonna let you show this because this is your favorite.
The kitties.
This is your favorite.
Look at the kitties in there. We've been low on our kitty fabric, and we finally got this one in. And they all look like happy kitties. There's usually a grumpy looking one in there, but I don't see any grumpy ones in there.
We'll be making some pillowcases
And
out
I
of
like
that
the
one.
black kitty.
Yeah, the one black
Just-
cat. There's one in
just-
there's they've got some sunglasses on them too. Cute.
And the bucket hat. He has a bucket hat on. But just a trivia thing. The black kitty is the least adopted kitty of them all.
Aw, I
People
used to have a
don't-
black cat. I
yeah,
loved him. He was so cute. He was
Yeah.
about this big.
Yes, they're the least adopted, I guess, because they're not
Because they're
colorful
black.
enough. I don't know.
It's
People
that whole
like-
superstition of black cats. I
That
think that's
too,
really
maybe.
what it is that whole superstitious thing.
Okay.
Because they're super cute.
Okay, we're going to go over to this side now. I think
You want
we
to hit
should-
Shannon?
Yes, this sure.
We got some cute little blanket kits by
So
Shannon. These are
many.
so adorable.
This one is called, what's the name of this one and the
So
size?
this one is called, which one do you have? Pixie
the little
Dust.
girl, yeah. Pixie dust?
It's called Pixie Dust,
And what are they-
and it is 28 by 41. The ones that we're showing you today specifically do have everything, the front,
Yes.
the binding, and the backing.
And I'm showing this, so can they see my circle there, Jared? Okay. I wanted to show you that. And what I really love about this one, I think is kind of unique. Look at that purple fabric in there. Can you see the butterflies on it? If you can't see it there, the whole back
Say the
is
whole backing.
made out of the butterflies. But they're little pixie girls on there. Perfect size for a little one to lay on to do his tummy time, or then they grow into it and have it in their stroller when they're going on your walks and in their car seat. And then when they get old enough, they just hold it up and love it.
Now this one is one of the smaller ones. We call these the Lovies because these are great for the car seat. They're great as they get a little bit older and kind of walk around. They're dragging it behind them. They just kind of hold on to it. It's great when they're playing with, if there's a little girl playing with their dolls. It's really adorable.
This one's called We Outlaws, and it is 27 by 27.
Really cute. Complete kit comes with the backing, which is what I'm showing you right here. These are really easy to put together. I know some people get a little intimidated by Minky. The one thing I can tell you when it comes to this is basting spray is your best friend when it comes to using these and making these.
Yes.
Because it keeps it from slipping.
And this is another different size. These are airplanes.
Now that one is...
I decided they were electric airplanes of some kind because they don't have a pilot in them. And they're flying.
And that's another complete kit. So
So
this is
cute.
28 by 37, just like the little pixie dust one.
And the back, this blue, the mottled blue, just looks perfect with it.
Very, very
And
cute.
if you're in town, we have Minky classes. I was going to bring the dates in, but if
I think the
don't know
next
if
one's
you-
scheduled for March.
They fill up fast. People love to come and take our Minky classes. Like Elaine was saying, the spray, the 505.
No, for here, when you're in our class, you have to do the KK 2000.
Ah, yes. So, okay, so that is it for all the new Minky ones. The new Minky ones that came out this time were all the smaller ones.
But they're cute.
They're adorable.
And then we know of so many babies being born. We've got
Oh my
customers coming in
goodness.
left and right.
It's baby boom time.
It
I tell
is.
ya, it is. This was the year.
It's really
Okay.
cute.
So next.
Well, let's hit with the bags. Let's show the bags
Yes.
that we made. Well, our Shawnee made, because they're so cute. So this
Well,
is the
yeah.
panel. So this is Lori Holt's Farmer's Daughter fabric line. Do I have it
And
right
Lori
side
Holt's
up?
come
I
out
do.
with these panels before, and this is her newest one.
I have it upside down. I'm like, where's the words? And this is huge. So one panel will make you 8 bags. And you can, we do have the full lines of Lori Holt at Farmer's Daughter. If you like her other ones, the Mercantile. We have several of Lori Holt's lines that you can purchase also to do for lining. And of course, we have the Riley Blake Confetti Cotton solids if you want to have just a solid inside.
And like Elaine said, our very own Shawnee brought in some samples for us. Oh, she has those clipped together with her cute little charm on there. So you can have a charm for your bag. But you can see she's done some different things with it. This one, I don't know if you can see unless it's really close. She sewed some cute little buttons on them. This one, she put some lace on it and prairie points. I haven't made prairie points for a long time. What a fun thing to do, add onto it. Just, decorate it up.
Well, and
This one, I don't know where she found all these cute little items. What? This one, she must have had a little stash of cute little items, and she just strung them all together and put them on this bag.
now,
As you can see, they do. This one I can open up. And it does have a lining in it. Or did they come, or did you add the lining? She added lining,
the
which is easy
linings.
to do. They don't come with fabric lining in them. It does have the front and the back to it, but the lining you can add in yourself.
and these are a flip turn method of bags. And then there's the zippers that coordinate that are specifically for these bags. It's an 8-pack of zippers. So if you want the exact zippers that go along with Lori Holt's bags, you're going to want to purchase the zippers that go along with this. Now this is another one that Shawnee did, and I want to show how she did some beautiful quilting on there, and it makes the floral look 3D. It's nice and poofy, and she did really just in this one, just simple, solid lining.
And just to show you the last two. She did again do some decorative stitches, which Jared is going to talk about a little bit later. But the things that you can add onto your projects that you don't know your machine can do. Well, that's what Jared's going to talk about a little bit later, the different things that she has done on this. And this one, oh, she did some decorative stitches on this one also, which Jared's going to show you also later.
And you will make 8 bags out of this. This is the zippers I was just recently talking about. The colors match exactly to the bags. They're all 16 inches, so you get to choose which one you go with what, and you just cut down to the smaller sizes that you need. They are a double slide, so that's the really nice part, is it'll open from the center, or you can leave them at the end, either way you want to go. But they match the colors perfectly with the bags.
So we just wanted to show you, Elaine was talking about the zipper. The zipper will go either direction, so you can open it in the middle, slide it all the way to the side. These are just really, really cute. I see them as wrapping paper because you could put such a cute gift inside of these and give them a zipper bag at the same time. And that would make me happy.
Right? They're cute.
That's great wrapping paper.
I mean, they're really, really cute. And if you're inventive, which I can see how you can add handles to it if you even wanted to with their fabric.
Strap, yeah,
you can put a couple little straps on there. Yeah, very easily.
And last week we brought in several art bin plastic containers that are great for storing items. They were very popular. This one is a new one that came in. It's a 12 by 12, I believe. It opens up right here, and as you can see, you can put all your 10 by 10 layer cakes in here. That great storage and protects them. Or any other size, up to a 12 by 12. Even little projects in there, you could put in there. You could organize your little bags as you're making them.
Yeah, they're great for the projects, coming to classes, for your blocks. We have a lot of girls that use them when they come and do our Saturday sampler because they have the blocks right inside there.
Right.
And they pull them all out.
Yes.
They work out really good.
Okay, what do we have next?
So we got in a new book by Jen Kingwell. A lot of people know who she is.
She has a fabric line coming out that's going to match this, and we have that fabric line coming in.
Yeah, it's coming in. So what we do have first is we've got her book, and then we have the acrylic templates that go with the book. So you're going to want to get the book, and then you're going to want to make sure you order the templates. This is fantastic. The book is actually sealed, so I can't open it and show it to you, but it is, you can see part of one of the quilts that's inside there. It's really great. Jen Kingwell, if anybody knows who she is, her quilts are just absolutely stunning. They're beautiful. So we do have the book and her templates. And then like Linda was saying, we do have the fabric on its way, but they always send us the patterns and books ahead of the actual fabric. Mm-hmm. So.
And I think these templates are maybe just for that quilt, so it's called Hazel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Which is one of the ones.
Which is the one on the front of this book.
All right, we have brought in a Learn How to Crochet. Crocheting is big, 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 big. Knitting has been really big for a long, long time, but crocheting has made its comeback. Learn How to Crochet. It starts off with all your simple, just how to cast on, all the simple stitches, then it goes into progressively different projects. There's like 12 projects in here.
It's a great book. I was kind of
From
thumbing
very
through it when we got it.
simple scarves. This is something you could do with your a daughter, granddaughter, grandson. I mean, I don't want to be sexist here because lots of men are in crocheting now.
So step back. All they're seeing is you.
Sorry, I'm going through the book. Apparently, Jared's insinuating nobody wants to look at me, and that's okay. There's a bag there. There's a vest in here, a top, so different things, some socks.
I love the booties.
The booties are so cute, yes. Lots of different projects in here.
And then, of course, we carry Lori Holt's chunky, she calls it chunky thread, but it is a yarn. And we have, of course, some crochet hooks. But this is just a small little sampling of the colors that we carry of the Lori Holt chunky, that she calls chunky thread, but in my world it's yarn. It's just a little bit on the thinner side. I don't know, can you see that? So it's great. We do carry her needles also if you want to use the sewing for her thread, but this is fantastic. And of course we have the crochet hook to go with it.
And if you go onto our website, it will show all the other colors that we have.
Correct.
We have lots of many different colors.
The size that we have in stock right now is a size G. It's a 4.0 millimeter, just
Which
anybody's
is what
asking.
she uses for a lot of her
projects.
So that's why we have the one that
Yeah.
we have.
Well, and
So-
it fits perfectly for this size of yarn because of the hook head.
And you can go onto Lori Holt's site. You can Google just her crocheting or yarn, and she'll have some different projects on there also that
Yes.
you could do.
All kinds of, the granny squares,
So yeah, get
some
the book,
beautiful stuff.
learn how to crochet,
Exactly.
and then go onto her site and learn lots of different
And
other
it is
projects.
100% cotton, so it is very soft. A lot of people have been using this to do on the end of their quilts.
Oh, yeah.
That's becoming popular
Yes.
again.
Yes.
It's recreating itself.
Yes. All right, so I think, oh, the other thing I wanted to say is St. Patrick's Day is coming up also really fast. It's about a month away, a little less than a month away.
Pretty much.
We have a lot of St. Patrick's Day fabrics on our website. Go on there if you are looking for some St. Patrick fabrics to make something for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, and we have just a few of the panels of the apron, the St. Patrick's
I
apron.
think, yes. I
2 or
should've-
3
I
left.
should have worn that today, huh?
So,
Yes,
we'll wear it
I
next
think,
week.
yes. Okay. Well, thank you. Jared is coming up next. Remember to share us on Facebook, like us, go to YouTube, and let your friends know about us. And we're going to go over to Jared because he has some fun things to show us.
Alrighty, good morning everybody. Jared here with Sierra Sewing Quilting and Vacuums, and I just want to talk to you guys about, and here's Miss Linda joining me, talk to you about, they're not brand new machines, but they are newer machines, came out kind of the latter end of last year, and that is the FOF Quilt Expression 715 that we have right here, and the FOF, or no, not Quilt Expression, the FOF Expression 715. And over here, the FOF Quilt Expression 725. So 2 amazing newer machines that are coming out to replace the 710 and the 720. And I just want to tell you guys about some cool, awesome features that we have coming out from FOF. And so a lot of these things are just FOF exclusives that we absolutely love. So one thing that these machines both have is they have connection to the Creative 8 blog, right? So FOF themselves comes out and they have this, I guess product is the right word, product called Creative 8. And Creative 8 is kind of an all-encompassing thing where they have like a software, a subscription software that you can do and other stuff as well too. But built into the machine itself, both machines here, they both have Wi-Fi capability. So once you log into that Wi-Fi and create an account for the Creative 8, there's a blog on there that gives you a lot of sewing stuff, just project ideas and other tools and stuff that is coming out from FOF educators and FOF, what is the Instagram people, influencers that are coming out and just make cool things, right? So the blog that's on there just gives you a lot of inspiration built into both of these machines. And these are both kind of technically in FOF's midline, I would say. They're not going up to the high-end machines, even though this 725 has a lot of top-end features built into this midline. But also on that Wi-Fi capability too, you get automatic updates, which is really nice. You never have to bring it into us and ask for an
automatic
update.
updates, yay.
Yes, very nice. One thing that I really love about these machines is that you guys can see on the fronts here, if I can wake up these screens are huge. These are 8-inch touch screens. Now, there is no other brand on the market for a midline machine that has a screen that large. I love it. I mean, Viking does on some of their a little bit higher above midlines, but there's nobody else that's out there that has a screen this large that's super easy for you to read, navigate, everything of the sort, all your features right on there. in their midlines. And what's really nice about this too is it's the same screen control as you get when you go up to the top of the line, like the Icon 2 or the Performance Icon for sewing only, right? So it's really nice to have that same built-in navigation, right? And then going into the screen as well too, what's really nice that came out with on the Icon is that they built in the Help Center. Now, the Help Center is really nice on both of the machines because it tells you how to do something, right? If you want to come in, and we're going to get into some of the more exclusive features on here a little bit later, but buttonholes, okay? If you wanted to figure out how to do a buttonhole, you can go into the tutorials, right? Built into your machine, click, how do I do a buttonhole? I don't know if it says exactly those words, how do I do a buttonhole, but buttonholes, right? And it will show you step-by-step process of how to set it up, what foot to use, where to plug things in, how to set it up on the screen, and even where to press start, right? So it is so intuitive on all of these things. Now, there's other things as well too outside of buttonhole, like I'm pretty sure I've seen in there binding and how to use the bi-level foot inside of that you can purchase. I believe 725 comes with that. 715, I don't think it does.
And if you don't know what a bi-level foot is, you need to know.
Yes.
It's like a miracle foot.
Yes.
Just say.
They're absolutely wonderful. So those built-in learning centers is like an at-home tutorial for when it's Friday night at 10 p.m. and we're not open and you can't call us and figure out what's going on, right? On top of that, one of my all-time favorite features with FOF, both of these have the built-in IDT. Now, if you guys don't know what the IDT is, I'm just going to rotate this here. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm looking at. If you can see the tip of my finger right here, I know it's kind of hard to show on the screen there, but right at the tip of my finger here, there's this little black piece. That is your built-in walking foot. I absolutely love this because if you guys have any other brand sewing machine, a lot of other brand sewing machines,
Yeah, 'cause some of them.
they're coming out a little bit more often now.
Yes.
But it's a built-in walking foot. And if you don't have a built-in walking foot, it is a pain in the butt.
Had one and you go to a machine that doesn't have one,
know.
you get sad. You get
Yes.
sad.
Yes, you do. But putting on a walking pain, stick your tongue out in the right direction, hold your breath, put it on, put the forks over the needle, pray you get it all, tighten it all down.
And call Jared.
Figure out how to put it on. So it's just a pain, right?
Yeah.
So on this
It's
guy,
doable. It's very doable.
walking
this
foot
is
is
it.
on right now.
Yeah.
Walking foot is off. Walking foot is now on. Walking foot is now off. That is how nice that built-in IDT is. You just, 2 fingers, swing down, swing up, and that's it. So and you can use that on a majority of FOF feet. There are definitely some specialty feet that they recommend not using the IDT on.
And it won't. You
Your
won't be
telltale
able to.
sign, and this might be pretty hard from where those cameras zoomed into on this guy. Your telltale sign on FOF feet is if you just look at the back of the foot, you'll have this cutout in it. And if you have this cutout, and it's an IDT capable foot. That's it. So it just allows space for that IDT to come in. I'm not going to deal with putting that back on from the back.
Not
side of this
backwards,
machine.
yeah. Some things you can't do backwards.
Yeah, so it just allows room for that IDT to come in, make contact with the fabric, and pull it back there. But let's talk about some differences between the 715, 725 as well too. You know, over here on the 715, it is a little bit lower in the lineup, right? It's a prior machine to the 725. So over here we have 600 built-in stitches, whereas over on the 725 we have 735 built-in stitches. And then fonts, we have 4 built-in fonts and we have 6 built-in fonts, alphabet fonts on there, right? Then we get into some really cool stuff that we have over here. And one thing that I really love about this machine is that we have a built-in laser now. Now, when I go over and show some more stitches about FOF, that built-in laser's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that one would be that worth it until you start seeing some specific applications that you're like, oh yeah, I could use that, right? Additionally, this has presser foot recognition. So if you're setting up for a particular stitch and then you have the wrong foot on the machine, that's just not going to work with that stitch. It'll pop up and you'll have a pop-up that
It'll
says,
tell you before you break your needle.
yeah, it'll tell you before you break your needle. That's a good way to put it.
Yes.
Or it just doesn't work, right? Because you just have completely the wrong foot on there.
Right.
Then additionally on the 725, a really big feature built into this that we do not have on the 715 is the Stitch Creator. Stitch Creator is awesome because it allows you to, one, create your own stitch entirely, which is really cool, but sometimes if you're like me, you're just not artistic enough to make your own. So what it also allows you to do is adjust built-in stitches. And a good way to think about that is, let's say we have a decorative stitch that's a flower and 2 petals, right? And you love the flower head on that stitch. You think it's a really pretty flower head, but for whatever project you're doing, for whatever reason, you don't want the petals, right? Or the leaves, as I was saying. So I can load that stitch into Stitch Creator, remove those leaves, and then have just the flower head, and then just make like a chain stitch in between the 2 of them, something like that. So that's really cool feature built into the 725 as that Stitch Creator, right? Now, going on to some other huge reasons why I just love Pfaff. Pfaff, in my opinion, they're really good at stitches, cool stitches.
They're very
right?
good. Yeah.
And going in other, not just stitches too, but we're gonna show you some like ribbon stitches, stuff like that. And here is just one right off the bat. Actually, no, we'll show that later.
I can show that.
What do you want to
closer
show
up.
first? Tell me which one you want to show first.
Well, here's the ribbon stitches. You
All
want to
right,
show those?
ribbon stitches.
Double ribbon.
So built into
And single
Pfaff,
ribbon. This is single ribbon.
built into Pfaff, we have some really cool stitches. Let me get that out of the way. Built-in stitches, and this is one of them. Linda's gonna hold up the single ribbon. I'm gonna hold up the double
Do you want me to
ribbon
hold it up
here.
closer to the camera?
No, we can do it right here.
Okay.
So right here, these are built-in stitches and designs built into Pfaff exclusive machines. Well, not all Pfaff machines, higher up machines. And it's a really cool design because what Pfaff actually has patented on this is a software patent in the middle of the stitch. And it actually allows for the stitch to stop in the middle of the pattern, right? Whereas every other brand that's out there, if you're doing a decorative stitch, yes, a lot of them have a stop feature where it will finish the pattern and stop if you press a button, something like that. But nobody else out there has a feature where it can stop automatically in the middle of a stitch pattern, right? And that's where like these double ribbon and single ribbon stitches are able to be made. So what actually happens is it will tack down your ribbon, it will sew for a little portion to tack down to get out of the way, and then you will fold your ribbon over and you'll press continue on your machine and it will move over and tack down that. And what's cool on Linda's over here is that she has a lot more decorative edges.
Because it's a single ribbon, where
It's
this
a
one.
single ribbon, yeah.
Yeah. So you
It's
can
not
put.
having to tack down 2 ribbons at the same time, yeah. She has a lot more decorative edges on those ribbons, right? Now, sometimes a lot of people are like, what am I gonna use those for? I don't need all those stitches. I don't care, right? So let's bring those bags back over here. And these were, as Linda and Elaine were talking about,
Our very own Shawnee.
our very own Shawnee made, right? And where's the one? This one.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Our very own Shawnee made these, and this is just a good example of where you can use decorative stitches, right? This was just a panel, a Lori Holt panel that we have here in the shop, right? And how close am I there?
You're good.
Am I good? Okay. I don't think I ever unmuted myself. There we go. as we get closer here, you can see that Shawnee has added in a lot of decorative stitches over here, right? And these are just really cool because it just shows how easily you can use some built-in decorative stitches to pizzazz up something very simple, right? And then inside of here, even just on her liner that she added in some very more just basic decorative stitches, right? And if we're tying this, yeah, see it on the back as well too. And if we're tying this back to like
so cute.
our ribbon stitches, like you could add that ribbon stitch just right on top here, maybe right below the zipper, just to add a little bit more to your bag, right? It's just a super simple thing that people are always like, well, I only need a straight stitch and a straight stitch only. Okay, but do you see how much more fun you can make something just on something basic?
And I
right?
like this one. You have to tell me. What I like about this one is she went around the flowers and it just made them pop out a little bit more. And here she did her circle with her decorative stitches.
I call this one fake applique.
Well, there you go.
Sometimes you don't know you need a stitch until you have a little to need.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't know you need one
Oops, I dropped my mic.
until it's there, right?
It's the creativity of it all.
Yeah. And then,
And that's what I liked about when you said the creative stitches, and I know you talked about the one, but you could go in and actually create a stitch from ground zero.
from ground zero. Yep.
Yes.
Very true. And then going on to the 725 here, I can't sew straight for my life, right? So with the 725, with that built-in laser that's inside it, and I know some of you can't sew straight for your life either. Don't try to lie to me, right? With that built-in laser in the 725, I can line up, and a good example would be all this interior ones that she did in a beautiful straight line, right? Let me just
Actually, this would be a great example.
turn this actually.
Can I show this one? This one, she did an arch all the way around. Oops. The little red X's that you see below are part of the print. But this above here, the red and the cream stitching that she did around there, it would be perfect to have a laser also, because you just would have to follow the laser all the way around.
Yeah.
And that would be so nice to have.
And then over here, back, I know I didn't fully turn it, but I did some. That having that laser, just being able to line up your last line of stitches with your next line of stitches, just super easy with no quilt bar needed, anything like that. Just turn the laser on, line it up, and sew. So that way everything is just going to be, a hatch there.
Stitching.
It just makes it so much easier using some of these built-in things, right? Then going on to some of the other FOF exclusive stitches, some other really cool ones, like don't we have a huge one of all radiant, or is it just all, no, it's all on this guy. So on this next one, we have, FOF also has triple ribbon stitches, for one, but also we have these really cool radiant stitches that are right here, and also some floating stitches. Now the floating stitches are really cool because they literally look like they're floating, right? Now these are cool technique where you actually stitch it onto the wrong side of your fabric, and then you open up your fabric and voila, floating stitches, right? The radiant stitches are really cool because, again, this is that patented stop inside of FOF that nobody else will have these radiant stitches. These were originally designed by FOF to be kind of like their original idea was like to be put into like a neckline or into a cuff. Well, those are the floating.
Yeah, those are floating.
Into a cuff or something like that. But then, of course, all of our sewists out there were like, well, let's not do that and put it somewhere else, right? So on here, Sue, one of our other teachers, made this wonderful bag of just a great example of using those radiant stitches, putting on this pocket, right? And so that way now this pocket actually covers up that straight stitch line of the radiant stitch itself. And then the radiant stitch is just that super beautiful stitch add-on to the rest of this bag to make it super nice and pretty. Then here on the other side, Linda was pointing out, that is just a great example of using those floating stitches. Now these were essentially jelly roll strips, 2.5-inch strips that she actually pieced together using those radiant stitches, opened it up,
Floating stitches.
or not radiant, yeah, floating stitches, opened it up, and that actually did the piecing of these jelly roll strips, right?
Then her straps, she stitched up.
Yeah, straps are also decorative stitches as well too. And I mean, these are just the ideas of like, well, I only need a straight stitch machine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can have a lot more fun
Yes.
adding on some other
A lot
stuff,
more creativity.
right? Then, last but not least, the other thing I forgot about in Stitch Creator, you have the ability to like double up a stitch, right? Sometimes, like you can use a thicker thread, right?
Right.
For a more bold look, right?
yeah, more
But in
robust.
Stitch Creator, I can also just choose to just double a stitch, right? So it's going to stitch over everything twice to give you that really, really bold
A
look.
thicker look, yes.
Yeah. So last but not least, and this is just a good example that we slapped together of kind of everything, is on the edge of this is what Pfaff calls lace edge stitches. Now this is a really cool design that you can see it here. We stitch it onto wash away stabilizer, right?
It's that white thread.
Yes, this
so
white
no,
thread.
it's the white thread.
You stitch it onto this wash away stabilizer, and the edge of it goes onto the edge of your material here. And then you wash it away, and you have this lace edge now. And that is also shown on this bag. Sue put it on the bag. This is like a do everything Pfaff technique bag. She put it onto the top of this, what do you even call this? I guess sashing? Border? I don't know what you want to call this, but these triangle lace edge
yeah.
stitches,
It's a little bit late.
you can see that she put it just right onto the edge of that bag there too. And it's just a super easy way to make, let's put it this way. If you could have made this bag with just use straight stitch heroes, and cool, yeah, it's a nice little bag.
Would've been a
It's a
very-
jelly roll bag, and you got this nice border there and the lining, and yeah, you could even put this little color on there, but do you see how much more fun this bag is now with all of this going on,
That's where you go shopping and everyone will ask you, where did you get that?
right? Like, how did you do that?
Yes.
Yes. So those are just why some of these, like the 715, 725, are great machines to look into for that step-up machine or take it into class machine. I mean, all your sewing friends would be jealous of what you could do. Excuse me. So just going on to just like some sale pricing that we have going on this, we can ship these machines, excuse me, and as of right now, excuse me, and as of right now, sale price or MSRP on the 715 is at $54.99. Thank you.
That helped.
There we go. Is at $54.99. We have a sale pricing of it down at $44.99. But if you call in, you might be able to make that a little bit better. I just can't advertise it. Excuse me. And then at the 725 here, MSRP on it is $59.99. Sale price down at $49.99. Same thing. Might be able to make a little bit better price on there.
Yes.
Phone number's at the bottom of the screen there. And they are shippable machines. So if you're watching from wherever, this is a wonderful thing to get. So reality is that $500 difference between 715 to 725. My opinion, get the 725 every single time because you get that built-in laser and so many other things as well too. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Other than that, that is everything that I have.
I just wanted to add a little something. For those of you who don't know our store, we carry multiple brands. We carry Baby Lock, we carry Bernina, we carry Pfaff, we carry Viking, we carry Handy Quilter, we carry Janome, And one thing we know by having all these machines is how there's so many different things that each company can make.
Yeah.
And like one,
They kind of specialize a little bit in
specialize.
certain
And-
things.
And by us having all these different lines, and we know them, obviously you can hear Jared, he knows these machines inside and out. We can guide you to what your interests are and take you to the machine that's going to do that for you. Because what one brand will do, another one won't. But what that one won't do, the first one will.
Yeah.
So I just love that we're able to do that for our for
It's very
our
true. We can
customers.
always guide you to the right machine.
Yeah,
Right.
and to be able to show you the different things that each of these different brands do, because they all do the straight stitch. Every single one of them do that. It's when you get into their specialties that they do different things, and
Yep.
that makes them fun.
It could even be something as simple as, depending what you're doing, what kind of sewing you're
be as
doing,
simple as the
this
walking,
company
yeah.
has a lot better options of feet
Yes.
than this company.
Right.
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 So there's just so
Or
many
even
benefits.
just having the built-in walking foot. If that's really
Yeah.
important to you, we can get that for you. Which
very
it
true.
is very important to
Absolutely.
yes.
But other than that, that is everything that we have for you guys this week. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call at the numbers at the bottom of the screen, or visit us at sierrasewing.com, anything that you need. Other than that, that is it for this week, and we will see you all next week. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.